to join us to talk about how we can align our home and health. Hi, Amanda.
Hey. Hey.
So good to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Did you do anything fun for the new year?
Um, yeah, we actually did go out downtown Denver, which is kind of unlike us, but
Oh,
it was
really?
cool to kind of have, yeah, to see the fireworks and
Oh, nice.
so,
Nice. We were
um,
out of town. We were in New York. So it's nice to be back in Denver and the weather's nice. It's so good to see people joining. Hi, Hannah
mhm.
and Ocean. So for everyone joining, this is our first Instagram Live. This is my first Instagram Live
Yeah.
personally and joint. So
Mhm.
we appreciate everyone joining, and we're going to be talking about how your home, hi Ocean, how your, hi Anna, Happy New Year. We're going to be talking about how you can align your home and health to support all of your goals in the new year.
Mhm.
So Amanda, do you want to kind of just start and introduce yourself and what you do in your business?
Yeah. So hi, I'm Amanda. I own Radiant Fitness. It kind of all led from I used to just do like the nutrition and workouts, but got a place in with my own health where I saw there was deeper, more than that. So I struggled with a lot of issues. I lost my period for a few years and dealt with a lot of hormone stuff. So now how I train people is a lot different, and I got my certifications and all that to kind of help in that holistic lens where you're kind of taking care the inside out. So the internal health, health first, and then physique second. But obviously, like with my bodybuilding background, I still love like physique stuff and bodybuilding. So I do incorporate that, but I want to make sure the foundation's kind of set first. So that's what I do. I do it locally, but also online. So I was able to get this whole last year. I got like my business online, which was exciting. So yeah, that's what I do. Kind of tell Angela about what you do and what your business is and all that.
So I am a professional home organizer. And so much of the way that you described your business aligns so much with how I think about what I do. Yeah, being pretty on the outside is great when you're looking at a home, and if I want to post it on Pinterest or whatnot. But when the internal systems aren't supporting each other, it's not going to last. It's not going to feel good. And just like if your internal body isn't functioning the right way, it's not going to feel good no matter how pretty you look on the outside. So I work with families to make sure that their home is supporting them, their daily routines and their flow, so that we can really focus on what matters. Those little moments in life, those moments with your kids, or just coming home at the end of the day and not feeling like you have this never-ending to-do list or things that you have to clean up, that your home can really be a sanctuary. So I love creating sanctuaries for families, and that looks all different from setting up a home office to a home gym, which we'll talk about, to a kids room and a playroom or a pantry. Whatever the goal is of the person or family I'm working with, I work really intentionally to set up systems to ensure that their home supports those goals and their daily flow. I also am really intentional about the donations aspect of it and the sustainability part of my business, to make sure that the things that no longer serve my clients are able to find a home for somebody who it could support. So I have a nonprofit partnership that supports single moms and their kids escaping domestic abuse. It's called Resilient Provisions. So as we're going through their home, we're making sure that there's a way to let go that feels good, because that's often the hardest part of the process. Change is hard, but if you can focus on the positive aspects. It and I'm sure you really your clients can relate to this. Like change is hard. Like new routines, workouts, new diets. It's hard, but if you can focus on the goal,
Yeah.
the next step, the way it's going to feel once you've accomplished that, it makes that challenge so much easier.
Yeah, I love how you do that. And the freeing like feeling of like having everything in place and organized and um but yeah, like coming home to a place that actually feels like home, like
Mm-hmm.
um that makes you like doesn't that want you to make you like be more productive and kind of work on your goals and not like have all these like distractions around you of all the things that are out
Mm-hmm.
and don't have a place. And have you seen that
Absolutely.
correlation? Like,
Oh, absolutely. I'm actually doing this live. Oh, my dog is trying to join. You can come. It's okay. So I'm doing this live from my home gym that I set up. It's like my sanctuary, safe space home gym. There's my dog peeping in. But I set up this space to make it so the hard part
uh-huh.
is not figuring out where I'm going to work out or figuring out what I'm going to work out. I have a calendar over there where I've written, every day, come on, Leo, where I've written every day, like, today's upper body or lower body or rest day or yoga, and everything is set up. Like, I have like my weights and all of my workout clothes there. I'm actually sitting in my corner where I meditate before I work out. And so it's like, I don't have to think twice about
Mm-hmm.
getting my stuff or finding, do I have my cycle shoes or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
like, it's hard enough to get yourself to motivate to exercise and do any sort of goal. And so when that's all in place, like it's just an easier way to like transition into that challenge. It just feels less challenging. And I love being in this space. So it like motivates me too. Do you want to come join the live?
Yeah.
Come here.
My dog's sleeping somewhere. But
Yeah,
that's nice, you know.
here, Leo. You want to come say hi? Okay. He says hi. Hi, Leo.
Okay.
And he loves working out with me in here too. So I just kind of wanted to like talk about, you get so much credit. Like this was ultimately like your vision for this partnership. So how did what did you see in your clients or experience with your clients or personally that kind of gave you this idea to align, home and health goals, or a home organizer and a personal trainer? And especially, and why in the new year? Is there like a reason why this time that you've experienced is a better time to do something like this?
Yeah, I would say it's probably more personal just because I mean, I've been in so many like declutter type seasons where I mean, one book I read, which I'll bring it out right now. Hold on. Um, sorry, one second. Oh, okay.
I know you mentioned this
Sorry,
book to me
of
that it
course
was
it's not
like
in front of me when I need it, but called "Declutter Your Way to Success" by Terry Savelle Foy, I think. And so basically, I love what she says. Like that whole book, it's like you want to write down almost every sentence because it was so eye opening. And it's where it like starts with making your bed, or it starts with so she chose like one room and tried to make it perfect and organized, and went one room for another and saw the whole house. So I kind of took up that whole challenge for my own self, and I was amazed on like talking about that internal health. Like I felt like mental, like it was like this calmness and productive at the same time. I was like in this place where like I was like, oh my gosh, this is so freeing. So it was more like that experience. I was like, I can totally see. And when I saw every time we talked about your business, I was like, oh my gosh, I love everything about what you do. And this would be such a great collab because it's literally so aligned. Like I just see how the mentals part, and I think that's probably kind of like what you first said. It's not just like a pretty home, but it's like it's the inside of the home, you know, that's what makes the home. So, um, so yeah, I see that connection with the health, and then experiencing what it actually is. Like, if I didn't have my internal health, I couldn't do the things I love. Like, uh, so I have to take care of that first. But I think most people will be surprised, and they don't really know that connection until they go through it themselves. So having a professional, like, if you're not like, I'm like weird and I maybe like organizing, like, I'm not weird because I
Well,
do,
if you're weird,
but
I'm weird.
like I like but not every, I mean, your clientele obviously, like, they don't even know where to start or where to start you know, so it's a whole process, you know. So that's where hiring a professional would be like a-okay, like the way to go. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's I love so much of what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Some people know that, a lot of people know this, but many don't. But I actually started my business, as a side hustle, and I was supporting some of our best friends who were having their second baby and going through a move, and she had an extremely complicated pregnancy, some serious health issues that required healthy eating, reduced stress. They also already had a 3-year-old. They were in the middle of the move. They both worked full time. The financial strain of buying a new, bigger, beautiful house. And so, I saw a real direct correlation between the external surroundings of their home and her health issues.
Oh, wow.
It's been scientifically proven that clutter increases your cortisol levels, it increases your stress. So while people might not directly see the correlation between clutter and stress, I mean, maybe they do, for I see it. And so, when I saw this need that my friends had, and there was actually something I could do to help, because, whether or not you're good at organizing, most people don't have time. And the reason I'm able to do it is because it's my job. Like, like it's not something that people generally carve out significant amounts of time. And then when you really want to get deep, and if you want to create those systems, it requires a lot. It requires taking everything out, clearing out what no longer serves, and then making a home and an intentional space for every single item in your life. I mean, every single item in my life has a home, and that reduces the decision fatigue of where do I find this or where do I put this back. So it makes cleanup easier. It's just like this perpetual support that my home provides, and that I create for my clients' homes, so that just doesn't have to be a factor on their mind. There's so much for us to think about.
Yes.
And then there's also this, like, I've experienced it personally, this almost like this addictive feeling of like when a space feels good, like it feels really good. So then I continuously do that. And, also personally on my journey, I've gone through a pretty big weight loss body transformation over the past 5 or so years. And so much of it started with my space, with liking, where I could work out, where I could know where, it's again, decision fatigue. Where am I going to do this? No, that's going to just get in the way, and I'm not going to do it. Both with eating right and with my exercise. When you can find those systems that really work from you, and then just like set yourself up so that it's just ready, it just makes everything so much easier. And I've seen such a transformation in my life, every aspect of my life, because then when you're doing that, then your confidence increases and you have more energy and you're able to do more things outside, and you're nicer to your friends and family. And there's endless benefits for making your home work for you. And your health is, when you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And so for me, I think that it's like just the most beautiful blend. And especially for people who really want to start this year on a new, more empowered note that, but you don't exactly know where to start. I mean, I feel like that probably, my clients feel like that with their homes, but like a lot of people feel like that. And I feel like that with workouts. Like, I don't know where to start. Like, I don't know what to do. And so to have that, that support on both ends, you don't feel like you're in it alone. And I love that we can work together to provide that for people.
Yeah. Should we tell them about our offer?
Yeah, we should tell them. So this, Amanda, again, gets so much credit for this collaboration, but like as soon as she said it, it was just like the ideas started flowing, and we've had so much fun thinking about ways that, it's not so much of a commitment, like, the way someone works out or the way somebody, letting someone into your home, it's very personal. So it's just a kind of a way to like step in, ease your way in the new year, to support, multiple goals. And if you maybe just have a goal for your health, or you just have a goal to get your home set up, but maybe you were like thinking about it, like this is a way to kind of like, all in one, like support everything all at the same time. So do you want to tell them?
Yeah, so it'll be a month of personal training on my end. So I'll tell you, it would either be in person or virtual. So even if this deal is more for locally, since decluttering, Angela will go right into your home, and you get to pick like a room or two or whatever, or space. But if you're busy and you don't want to make it to the gym I work at, each week for that month, then you can also do it like from the app. So, and we can do like online Zoom calls. But basically, you get either two 60-minute sessions, which could be that Zoom call, or in person. You get the full plan onto, so I'll create a profile for you on the app, and it's you get a custom workout, custom nutrition aligned to your body and goals, and then holistic health habits. So, like I said, we're gonna start from the root going up. So, getting that foundation, but also gearing your plan towards what goals you want. Do you want to lose 20 pounds and firm up and gain some muscle, or whatever your goal is? Like, it's all custom. And we'll do like if you're local, like if you're coming to the gym for your calls, you would, we have an in-body scan. So I'll kind of like, and that's how it can be custom too, is knowing kind of, your stats and all that. So, yeah, but through the app, you'll have all your workouts. So you open up the app that day, and it will tell you exactly what to do with exercise demos and everything. So, so you can go to the gym that's closest to you, and then meet with me like twice that month. So
It's like a month of personal training. And what I love about what you do and what feels so aligned with what I do is it's holistic. It's not just surface level. It's not just like, here's a sheet of, 6 exercises. You really, and it's custom. So that's what we both focus on, custom and holistic. And on my end, I'm providing 4 hours of organization, which can be, a smaller space. It can be used for holiday decor takedown, and resetting your home for 2026. And it can also be applied, if you're ready for the whole home overhaul, it can be applied toward a larger project. And just like Amanda, everything I do is customized to my client and the goals. And so we'll talk about, what are your goals for your home, and how long do we think that this will take? Will this be 1 session, 2 sessions, 3 sessions? And it's very customized to that. So, 1 month of personal training, and 4 hours of organizing to really set yourself up for feeling fresh and energized and empowered. I think that's a feeling that I sense from my customers a lot, that they get this sense of empowerment, and, falling back in love with their home again. People who, never wanted to go into a room, now they can't leave it once they set. So that's, this feeling that you can carry with you into the new year. We have details, the more details about it on our website. So if you go to At Home Again Organizing, in my link in bio, do you have it in yours too, or is
Yeah.
if you go to either? So we're coming to you from my personal Instagram, Angela Levinson, but if you go over to At Home Again Organizing, it's at my link in bio, or Amanda's page. You can find all the details about it. Or if you're just curious, if you're like, I'm kind of interested, but I'm not really ready to like commit to anything like this, you can shoot either of us a DM at any time, reach out. All of our contact information is anywhere you could look, and just ask, say like, hey, I'm kind of thinking about like refreshing my space, or I haven't taken down my holiday decor yet, or I kind of want to lose like 5 pounds, but like, I don't know if that's, realistic. Whatever your questions are, we're here to help answer them. And also as we approach this, if one of your goals is to, work out and, get really in shape this year, then doing a home gym setup, if that's something that you want, like, we'll talk about your goals together. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So picking a room that like that, like for me, this room I'm in is where I have my coffee and reading time every morning, but it kind of sets my day up for success. And honestly, like I don't know if I could show you here by the window with I have all my books and stuff, and it's I don't know if I want to show you that part, but my husband.
We all have a part that we don't want to show. No. Even me, yeah.
Yeah, like when you're married, you can't.
Yeah, I know. There's only so much you can do, but I will say that's why when I organize a home, I label everything, because it's not only a reminder for you where things go, but it's clues to other people in your household. This is where it goes, and if you can't find something or you don't know where to put it back, like read the label.
Yeah, but no, yeah. So like, you can pick that room for yourself. Like, what would make the biggest difference? Mentally, physically, and I would start there. Like, if I was to give an advice on a room, like, what kind of routine do you want to establish? That you don't feel like your home is giving you at the moment to have that routine and space for. So
I think with everything, I come from a marketing background. I used to be a marketer, and whenever we would do anything, I would always start with, what's the goal? So, we're all setting goals. You can call them resolutions. You can do vision boarding, whatever it is. This is the time of year. We're all thinking about, what do we want to bring into this year? Where it's the year of the horse. We just left the year of the snake. The snake was all about like shedding things that no longer served us. And the year of the horse is all about carrying that momentum forward, with power and trust and the support that you cultivated last year. So as you're sitting here thinking about like, what do I want this year? Like, don't think about me or Amanda. Don't think about this offer. Like, what do you want? And start there, and then start looking like, okay, what can I do to set myself up for success in achieving whatever this is? And more than likely, some aspect of your home and your health are probably going to be, we need energy, we need confidence, we need flow. These are all things that are the results of focusing on things like a home organization or personal training or nutrition. That's another big thing we haven't so much touched on. You can work out till you're blue in the face, but if you're not eating right, and so much of that comes from, what do you see when you open the fridge or you open the pantry? Is it chaos? Do you not even want to go in your pantry because everything's expired, or things are falling out on top of you when you do it? So I'm just going to go grab some fast food because that's easier. Or, okay, I really want to eat healthy this year. What can I do? Can I do meal prepping? Okay, like, how do I make sure that I have all of the foods I need for the healthy recipes I want to keep? Okay, well, if I have these systems set up that I can just open it up and say, okay, well, I need some potatoes and I need some onions and I need some whatever your meals are, without that decision fatigue, you're going to set yourself up so much more to make it possible.
Yeah.
Amanda, do you have any big goals for this year that you would want to share?
Big goals.
Put you on the spot. Sorry. I haven't done my
well,
goals.
I mean, I think something like this where I think just being more like like long yeah, I don't know if I want to say exactly, but
You don't have to say it
I think
exactly.
the like long form type content, like I actually really enjoy that. So, and I think maybe more as an introvert type where you can have these deep, conversations, but it's like I can't stop in a 10-second reel sometimes, like that's a little
Right.
fast paced sometimes. So I think something long form would be. I don't know what the avenue would look like yet, though.
But it's like, okay, so
Yeah.
by you saying that, my first thought is like, do you have the space? Do you have the equipment? Do
Yeah.
you have, the place where you feel like, okay, I can go here and do that. So that's just an example. It doesn't matter what the goal is. One of mine was I work from home. I work from other people's homes, but when I'm not in somebody's home, I'm working from home. And I realized that like my office was like, it was creating this like bottleneck in my home when I would come home from a job and I would have all these containers and donations and stuff, and it was like clogging up my whole house. So I realized, and then I also realized like, fitness is really important to me. It's how I start it's how I align myself pretty much every morning, meditating and then some sort of exercise. And like I was working out in the living room, and then like I had my Peloton downstairs, and then like my office was all cluttered, and I was like, something's off. And so we did this like whole like home move around transformation, and now I have this room, which is like I call my Zen den. So I can meditate, I can journal, I have all my books, I can read, and like as soon as I wake up in the morning, like this is where I come. I don't have to think twice about where I'm going or what I'm doing, and everything I need to start off my day is here. And then my office is moved into a totally different spot of our house that flows so much better from like where I go. And so like the things from my clients and my work aren't infiltrating my home and the other people I live with and everything. And it just got me so much more. It got me excited to go to work and to go work in my office space. It gets me excited to go work out. And so those are just simple ways that kind of rethinking, like, how do I align my home and my space with my goals, just makes it so much easier to do it all.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So won't keep people too much longer.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anybody who's on has any questions or thoughts. Or happy to answer
type in the comment section. If you guys have a question, we'll answer it right now, like while we're live. So, what comes to mind?
And if not, no worries. And I'm just really excited. I mean, a big goal of mine, honestly, for my business this year is more strategic, powerful partnerships like this, because organization impacts so many areas of our lives that I think that, and a lot of people don't think, I mean, so many people don't even like know, like, I didn't even know a home organizer was a job, or like what, I didn't know that was a thing. So by aligning, I just really am passionate about getting people in flow in ways that they might not be able to think about or recognize they're on their own. So I just am really excited about this partnership, and I really hope and look forward to like all the people that we're able to support and seeing these transformations, like seeing how this collaboration between your home and your health makes, an exponential impact on people. More so it's like 1 + 1 = 5 type thing.
Yep. Yeah, so is there a deadline for this offer?
Yes. So this offer is available until January 31st, and so for $9.99, we didn't mention that. For $9.99, you get 1 month of personal training, and 4 hours of home organization. And again, you can use that for holiday decor takedown, refreshing a small space, a linen closet, something, or you can apply it to a larger project. Home gym, it's a big one, or apply it to, a larger project. And that's something that we'll talk about in a consultation, whatever your goals are for your home. I always provide an estimate of around how long it should take. And on Amanda's end, you'll get the month of personal training, the nutrition plan, the app access, and then, you can, take it from there. You might have what you need within the first month, or you might want to carry that momentum forward with you into the rest of the year. I think it's an amazing way to start. It's a really, I look at it when some of my clients say, like, this is a gift I'm giving to myself. And, we just left the gift giving season for everyone else, but make sure you stop and make sure you give a gift to yourself. And feeling empowered, aligned in your body and your home, I can't think of a better gift.
Definitely. Yes, agree.
Well, yeah. This has been awesome. And again, if you have any questions, anything at all, even if you're not quite ready to sign up, but you're just curious and want to ask a little bit more, you can shoot either of us a message at any time. We'd be more than happy to chat. And it was so great seeing people joining, and thanks for hanging out with us for our first Instagram Live. Maybe we'll do another one and talk about some success stories or something like that at a later time.
Awesome. Yay.
All right.
Thank you, Angela.
Thanks. Bye.